Look at that nose.
Oh, yes, Mr. Whalen, of course. I'm always available to speak to you or anyone else in the hotel's chain of command. No, I feel it's not simply my duty, but a distinct pleasure. Excuse me? Was I sucking up? Oh, I didn't mean to suck up. No, I feel that sucking up is a quality that... Yes, touche, Mr. Whalen. Shallow and dull. Yes, that's exactly what I was going to say. You know, you've always impressed me with your ability to turn a phrase. Am I sucking up again? Oh, very well. I'll see you here shortly. I'm more than eager to... Mr. Whalen? Mr. Whalen?
Mr. Whalen.
Oh, some lightweight hotel honcho. Mr. Whalen rarely calls and practically never comes to the restaurant. Something big must be in the works. I want everyone to stand tall this evening.
What you see is what you get.
Well, Dot Higgins, what a pleasure to see you at Above the Top.
Don't toy with me, Nancy. Just say it. Dot, you're late.
Dot, you're late.
But I can explain.
But I'm not interested.
But this one is interesting. See, last night after work, I went to the laundromat, and there I was all alone when two masked gunmen burst in. They wanted my money, they wanted my body, they wanted my laundry. They wanted anything that ended with the letter Y.
Woody, get to work.
Hey, Nancy, what would you say if I asked to leave early tonight?
Off the top of my head, no.
Oh, come on, Nancy. It's a light night. Besides, I want to get a head start on the weekend.
No way.
Nancy, you are a hard case.
I've got a business to run.
Well, if you ran your life the way you run your business, you'd be a pretty lonely woman.
Hey, Tex. A friend of mine's letting me use his condo in Palm Springs for the weekend. What say you and me saddle up and mosey on down?
I don't mosey, Sonny, especially with a road apple like you.
Right. When they start calling you cute little nicknames, you're halfway there.
5 of them, Howard. 5 desperados and a woman alone with her laundry. What do you think?
I think I asked you, why do you have a bandage on your ankle?
Oh, right. Well, see, I was separating the light-colored wash from the dark-colored wash.
I don't care anymore.
See, telling it wrong.
I've got to get out of town this weekend. If I stay home, I'm going to have to clean. Maybe I'll go to the beach. Nah, San Diego. I need some action.
Action? What kind of action?
Amy, action is action.
You know, I like to look before I leave. That way, I don't get hurt.
That way you don't get anything.
Mr. Whalen, I've been waiting for you. Oh, it's so very good to see you.
Right. Let's get down to brass tacks. In 2 days, a guy and his wife are coming to the hotel. I'm shipping them in from France, land of the free, and they're being comped all the way. Out-of-pocket expenses to the hotel, 4 G's. I am talking investment here.
Oh, well, they must be very important.
Well, he is. The guy's name is, Francis Rotti. Ever hear of him?
Well, I'm not sure. Francois Roti?
Whatever.
Well, he's one of the most distinguished chefs in Europe. He founded L'École Cordon Blanc.
Oh, yeah. Well, now he's the restaurant critic for one of those credit card magazines. So we are talking major French wahoo coming to my hotel. Guy gives us a good review, tables fill up, prices go up. Bad review, we're in the dumper. Well, you're in the dumper because I'm going to house clean. So make sure this Rotti guy eats happy. Got it?
Oh, for you, Mr. Whalen, anything. You know, I've always felt that of all the hotel's executives, you are the man to listen to, the driver, the... I think I'm sucking up again. I've got to work on that.
Right.
As I was saying, when the spin cycle stopped, I was still putting money in the dryer, so I twirled around.
You tripped and turned your ankle.
No, you're getting ahead of the story.
And a fascinating story it is. Why don't you tell me the rest of it when we get to Palm Springs, in the condo, in bed?
No. You're right. I tripped and turned my ankle. Have a nice weekend.
Dot, I just want to show you the world of hip as I know it and live it. You're the only one I've asked. The only one I want to ask. You're the only one I'll settle for.
2 Scotch Rock.
Hey, Ginger, I'm not going to ask the married broad. How about you and me, Palm Springs this weekend right after work?
You got it, Sonny.
Okay, I'll ask the married broad. Jan, I can smell a marriage going sour a mile of... You got it, Sonny?
That's what I said.
Get lost, Red. Who needs you?
Oh, she's not really going to go. No, of course not. It's a joke. It has to be. I just can't wait till she gets to the punchline.
Howard, I hate to interrupt.
We both hate it,
But
Nancy.
this is important. Francois Roti is coming to the restaurant on Monday.
The great roti. Wonder if little jerk still smells like marzipan. He opened a cooking school in the States. I studied there for a while. I remember he used to go back to France twice a year to snotty up.
Well, I take it you two aren't close.
He once said, my flame was too high.
I've always said that about you, Howard.
And of course, there was the incident.
What sort of incident?
He broke the Escoffier oath.
What's that?
Can't tell you. It's a secret among chefs. So's a handshake.
Howard, hotel management is pressuring me to make Roti happy. Now, he's going to write a review. So you've got to do your best, mon chéri.
Don't talk French, Nancy.
French is the language of love.
People look stupid when they talk French. Even hockey players. Don't do it, Nancy.
Night. The joke's over, Ginger. That bag better contain pop-out snakes and a dribble glass, or you've gone too far. Nice shorts, Sonny.
You know, killer shorts. Chicks say they make my knees look sexy.
Wait, Ginger, you can't do this.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, she can.
No, Ginger, I don't think you really understand the meaning of the word earthworm as it applies to Sonny.
Of course she does. She knows an earthworm when she sees one. She just knows how to get behind it, right, Ginger?
Well put, Sonny.
Let's split, babe. These chicks just want to rain on our parade.
We're doing more than that. We're trying to blow up the float. Don't do this, Ginger.
Not with Sonny.
Think about it. You're going to ride in the elevator with him alone. No offense, Sonny.
No offense taken.
Then you're going to sit next to him in the car all the way to Palm Springs. No offense, Sonny.
No offense taken.
Then you're going to spend the weekend with him in a condo. No offense, Sonny.
Oh, I'm sorry. What'd you say? I was thinking about what I was going to do in the elevator.
Bye.
Ciao.
Can't wait till Ginger gets here.
Why? Oh, come on, Amy. You're just as anxious as I am to find out what happened between her and Sonny.
That's not true, Jan. There's a saying in Snyder, curiosity killed the cat.
Sounds like Snyder's a hot bit of philosophy.
Where's Ginger? I got here early just so I could hear all the sordid details.
Amy thinks we shouldn't be putting our noses into Ginger's affairs.
Why not? I live for stuff like this. What are you going to talk about?
I mean, either Ginger and Sonny, or Ginger and Sonny didn't.
Amy, if you spend a weekend with a guy in Palm Springs, chances are there's going to be an in there somewhere.
Why don't you remember that the guy we are talking about is Sonny? If Ginger with him, she would never forgive herself.
Hard to say. To is human, to forgive divine.
Come on, Jan. Think about it. Can you really believe Ginger and Sonny?
No. Of course not. Impossible. No. Matter of fact, when she gets there, I'm not even going to mention it to her.
None of us should mention it to her. We'd all look like fools.
Oh, ladies, I really could have used another day. You know, I didn't want to come in tonight, but I figure I might as well just get out there.
All right,
make
talk.
it fast, or else. Well, I really don't like to kiss and tell, but... Okay, I'll tell you. The man was good. Now, I know he might not seem like much, but sometimes, good things come in stupid-looking packages. When we got down to the condo, well, we didn't even make it to the bedroom because the carpet in the living room was so plush that the two of us just...
Stop her! Somebody stop her!
I really had you going, didn't I? You really believe me? Me and Sonny? What, are you crazy? No. Sonny and I had a deal, right? That if he paid for the gas and the food, that he could hang with me. So he became known as the guy who was with Ginger. It immediately upped his self-esteem, and I went looking for Mr. Right. Did you find him? No, I found Mr. Half-Right. He was good enough for the weekend.
In case you've forgotten, Francois Roti is coming to the restaurant
Oh,
tonight.
let me take his table, Nancy. I promise the pressure won't affect my waitressing at all.
Too bad. You had nowhere to go but up. Jan, you take him. Ginger, stand by. Amy, I want you assisting. Oh, and Dot.
Yes.
Mingle with the busboys.
We almost make it this time. We heard you didn't even come close.
Wasn't so bad, really. A lot of the chicks were knocked out by the fact that Ginger let me pay for her meals.
You didn't mind that Ginger found somebody else?
It's her loss. Besides, no swinger wants to be tied down to the same broad for the entire weekend. Well, Ginger played. I went to Frank's place.
You went to Frank Sinatra's house?
Mm-hmm. I sort of climbed right over the wall to his estate.
Didn't anybody mind?
It's hard to say. Someone shot at me. I didn't know whether to duck or let the bullet hit me so I could take home a souvenir.
Nancy, I'd like you to meet Francis Rotti.
Roti. Right.
Anyway, as you say in France, mi casa es su casa. Nancy, take care of me. Eat hearty, Francis.
Francois.
Yeah, right, whatever.
Oh, Monsieur Roti, I can't tell you how pleased we are to have you dining at Above the Top.
Try.
We're pleased to have you dining at Above the Top. But we were expecting your wife as well.
Oh, no. I sent her instead to your Disneyland. I've always liked your Walt Disney, especially Snow White. There is something I find exciting about a woman who spends time alone with dwarfs.
Oh, you French.
Oh? What about us?
Oh, nothing. You French, me American. Oh, Jen, would you like to take Monsieur Roti to his table?
Oh, I'd be delighted. This way, Monsieur Roti.
Merci, mademoiselle.
I'm sure you'll enjoy your dinner.
Perhaps. And who, may I ask, is cooking tonight?
The chef's name is Howard Miller.
Howard Miller. A large man with a face that does not move. I love L.A.
Roti sent back the beef Wellington?
Said it tastes like corn dogs.
Where is he? Where is the man who perpetrated that abomination on my plate?
Monsieur Roti, please.
So, we meet again, Roti.
Mon Dieu, it is you. You with the flame that was always too high.
You know, I was saying the same thing to Howard myself earlier. Isn't it funny how
Stay
two
out of
minds
this,
can-
Nancy. This is between Chef Boyardee and me.
So, you wish to make the American joke, Howard?
Don't call me Howard. You're an American now. Try pronouncing your H's.
I would be happy to. Horse face,
Liver lips.
skinhead, frog, whitey.
Please, there must be a more civilized way of dealing with each other.
You're right, Nancy. How do you say let's take this outside in French?
I will take nothing outside except my pen. And I will write a review that will have you cooking mush at a retirement home in Hackensack.
Hackensack. So much for him. Who cares what he writes?
I do. If he writes a bad review, we'll both be cooking mush in Hackensack. Whitey.
You know, folks, I experienced something today you probably don't know anything about. It's called inspiration. It's a gift. It's given to a special few. Galileo found it in the stars. Benjamin Franklin found it in a thunderstorm. And Sir Isaac Newton found it in a fig. Well, I found it in a little cookie that works right here in the restaurant. Amy, this one's for you. Amy, 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 you're the filly who can tame me. If I'm wacko, can you blame me? Since I'm a wacko over you. Amy, 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 oh no. Though the other girls defame me and insinuate I'm gamey. Amy, it's not altogether true. Amy, when you catch your magic spell. Amy, I see visions of a cheap motel. Amy, 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 so I let my heart betray me, and I'll never be the same me. Let them take me out and spay me. If you say you won't come through, well,
Don't ever do that again.
He is a man who would call himself chef. I laugh. Ha. Who is it?
It's Nancy Baby.
Entree.
I presume you have come to talk to me about Howard?
Monsieur Roti, look, Howard is a fine chef. I just can't believe the food was that bad.
Oh, you're right. It was quite good. Excellent, perhaps.
Well, then why did you send it back?
We go back a long way, Howard and I. But unfortunately for him, there was the incident at L'École Cordon Blanc.
Ah, yes. Howard mentioned that incident.
Well, then you know he found out I obtained my eclair recipe from Sara Lee. He ratted to the pigs. I didn't care how he cooked tonight. I knew I would write a bad review.
But that's despicable.
True, but I am French after all.
Okay, Frankie, let's talk turkey.
I like that bird.
If you write a good review of Howard and show it to me, I will, how you say, show it to you.
In France, we like to say, you show me first.
In America, we like to say, you don't get to play until you do your homework.
Where's Nancy? I haven't seen her for a while.
She went to Roti's suite.
What?
She said she was going to save our job.
Oh, boy, that guy's trouble. I'd better get down there.
Oh, Howard, you don't really think he put a move on Nancy?
He's French and he's married. What do you think?
Fini. Now, you show me yours.
But you didn't mention the dessert.
I didn't have dessert.
The more I see, the more you'll see.
I'll take it.
So will I.
Quick, mon Dieu, my wife, into the bedroom.
To the bedroom? This isn't a Moliere farce.
He's the life of a Frenchman. Is a Molière farce. Oh.
Hello, François. I have seen Disneyland and it is merveilleux.
Oh, how nice for you, Chouchou.
Yes, they have there a submarine ride where you can see fake fish in their natural habitat. Formidable. But now I am pooped. I must have a lie down.
No, please, my darling, not now. Please, I have the sickness of the stomach.
Oh, poor François. What can I do for you?
Well, you can go. Yes, and get me some stomach stuff.
What kind of
Well,
stuff?
the one with the little pink sponge that soaks up the stomach acid. Oh, my darling, please, thank you. What are you trying to do? Destroy my happy home? Quick, the little idiot has forgotten something. What the...
Hi, snail breath.
Howard!
Nancy, nothing's worth what you're doing here. Not the restaurant, not your job, not even me.
Howard, you don't understand. I had no intention of doing anything with him.
Come on, you're coming with me.
Look, Howard, I appreciate your defending my virtue.
Well, I've always been a sucker for lost causes.
Howard.
Yes.
Shut up. Well, Roti, the game has changed. Instead of show and tell, we'll be playing post office. If I don't see a good review, I'm going to mail this peignoir to your wife. You can explain how I got it.
Agreed. The food was excellent.
And Howard is cute.
Yes, that too. But I never had a problem with that.
Bien. Well, Howard, you got here in the nick of time. Another moment and I would have been damaged goods.
Don't worry, Nancy. I sort of made a vow that's never going to happen.
Bye-bye, baby.
Very nice.
This is very attractive.
Good night.
Good night, Nancy.
Nancy, I want you to know that I appreciate what you did for me tonight. And I thought you might like to go out for a drink.
Well, Howard, I'd love to.
Great. Okay, I'm pretty booked up this week, but we'll stay in touch. Old habits.
Stay tuned for Carol Burnett, right here on Super 18, Wisconsin's Super Station.
Stephen Sondheim, Andrew Lloyd Webber, Rodgers and Hammerstein, Sonny Man. You know what makes me different from all those other guys?
You got webbed feet.
Amy, I have to tell you a secret, Projector. Promise not to tell another living soul.
Not even Jan?
I already told you.
Ginger?
She knows too.
Sonny?
I told him.
What about Howard?
He knows. Look, do you want to know the secret or not?
Oh, sorry, yeah.
I don't want to talk about this too much because I don't want to jinx it, but I had a call back today for a part as a regular on a soap opera. They're deciding tonight, and they promised they call me as soon as they know.
A soap opera? Which one?
A Time for Sorrow.
Oh, I love that one.
Well, I'll be coming back as Fawn's dead sister.
You mean she wasn't killed in that native uprising?
No, they made her queen of the jungle, and now she's back with some fabulous new outfits.
You better build a little dike of croutons around that salad before the blue cheese hits your feet.
Oh, I guess I just wasn't paying attention.
You okay?
Not really. I did something last night that I'm really ashamed of. I feel really bad.
You want to talk about it?
Could this wait, please? I don't like hearing about these things.
Well, I think this is something you should know about me. Last night around midnight, I found myself walking the streets.
I don't want to hear anymore.
Wanting to buy shoes.
Oh, what's wrong with that?
Oh, it's just that when I get the urge to buy shoes, I just can't stop myself. It's like I'm being possessed by Buster Brown and his dog Tige.
Well, at least it happened around midnight. There aren't any shoe stores open around then.
Oh, see, I know this guy. He manages a shoe store. He will open up any time I call because he knows I'm good for 5, 6 pairs of shoes.
What makes a guy like that tick? I bet he'd even sell shoes to kids.
I couldn't help eavesdropping, and I'm sorry you're a high-heelophiliac or a pumpaholic or a sandalmonger, whatever it is you are. But I feel you should try to control yourself.
I have tried, Nancy. I have tried. I have been a good girl for a very long time. But last night I got lonely. And shoes are your friends.
If you don't get back to work, your friends will have to support more than your arches.
Come on, Nancy. When are you going to stop with his idle threats about firing?
Careful, Jan.
Careful of what? A day doesn't go by without you threatening to fire one of us. I'm tired of hearing it. If you're going to fire Ginger, go ahead.
Jan.
She won't do anything. Remember last month she didn't fire that busboy when she found a roast beef in his pants.
I never believed she was looking for roast beef.
Watch your step, Jan. The only trouble I'll have firing you is finding someone short enough to fit into that dress. Above the top. Oh, just a minute. Let me see if I can find her. Oh, here she is, attached to my face.
Hello? Yes, this is Dot. Oh, I see. Yeah, well, thanks. Yeah, thanks anyway. Bye.
Dot, are you all right?
Life stinks and you die.
Oh, you're a little down.
Amy, when I came here 5 years ago, I made this 5-year plan. I promised myself I would be a working actress in 5 years or I would give it up. Well, my time is up and my career is going nowhere. Sure, I've come close a few times, but close doesn't count. I guess I have to face the fact that I failed.
Dot, just because your 5-year plan failed, that doesn't mean you should give up. I mean, look at Russia. Their 5-year plans fail all the time. Just do what they do.
Amy, even if I knew where to buy surplus wheat, I don't think it would help.
Dot, get up, get dressed. It's time for you to go be depressed at home.
Maybe I'll just sleep here tonight.
Oh, honey, please don't do that. The last time you did it, you woke up all wrinkled looking like Walter Cronkite.
Maybe I haven't devoted enough time to my acting because of this job. I mean, some people can do 2 things at once. Jan, I think it's great the way you can work and go to law school.
Actually, I'm not in law school anymore.
You graduated without telling us? Dadgummit, I was going to get you a present. You know the picture of all those dogs in court? The judge is that big old bulldog, and the lawyer, I think, is one of those schnauzer dogs. I'm not sure. It's the same kind of dog that's on the cover of those medium-sized milk-bone boxes. And then all the jury is all these different kinds of dogs. It's a really nice picture.
Look, I had school, I had work, I had Richie, I had the kids. What I didn't have was 28 hours in the day, which is about what I would need to have some time for myself. So I quit, for the time being anyway. And Dot, If you're not enjoying acting, there's no reason you can't quit that, too.
Dot, if you mope around here tomorrow the way you did tonight, I'll be forced to take drastic measures.
Don't worry.
Wait a minute. You're not threatening us again, are you?
Not at all. Either she perks up or she's fired. And contrary to Jan's theory about this being an idle threat, I will fire you.
You don't have to do that.
Good.
I've decided to quit.
I'm really worried about Dot. I mean, what's she gonna do for money? What do actresses do when they can't get a job?
They become waitresses.
It seems to me she's taken a step backwards.
Well, that's the way she wants to do it, so all we can really do is be supportive and keep an eye on her. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go see her tomorrow before work. You want to come?
Yeah, I don't think we ought to. It'd be better if we spread the pity out.
Do you think we could have at least one waitress out on the floor?
Nancy, please. You've got 3 of us doing the job of 4 of us, and there hasn't been a complaint yet.
Oh, au contraire. That's what this is, a complaint. Now, I want you out there or else.
Or else what?
Or else the same fate that befell Dot might befall you.
Nothing befell Dot. She quit.
Of course, your pressure drove her to it, so I hold you accountable, but you didn't fire anybody, so get off our backs.
Howard, I don't like what's going on here.
What's the matter now?
The girls are under the impression that I won't fire anyone, so nobody's afraid of me.
I'm afraid of you.
Howard, please. I need someone to lean on.
Lean on or rub up against?
What if they're right? What if I can't fire anyone? Oh, this is all Jerry Lewis's fault.
Ah, that darn Jerry.
No, I mean it. You know, I watch the afternoon movie every day, and, well, a couple of months ago, they were showing this nutty professor. It drove me to Donahue. He had this panel of people who'd been fired, and they were all crying about how terrible it was. You know, the loss of income, the loss of self-esteem, and, well, I guess it affected me. Oh, damn you, Jerry. Why'd you have to wear those plastic teeth anyway?
French people love those plastic teeth, Nancy.
Howard, this is serious. I feel like I can't do my job. Somehow I've mellowed. Perhaps it's your influence. I've become a warmer, more loving person. A person who can give, needs to give, wants to give.
Good. Give this to Amy, would you?
Boy, would you look at these tips. I've been cleaning up since Dot's been gone.
I just wish I wasn't so tired so I could enjoy the money. Nancy doesn't seem to be in any hurry to hire somebody new.
Why should she? She's saving money with just the 3 of us. Oh, my feet are killing me. I'm gonna have to buy some orthopedic shoes. Lizard skin. Bright red.
Ginger.
Okay, just 1 pair. Hey, and Amy, you can come with me. See, tomorrow when we go visit Doc, there's this little shoe store right on the corner.
Do you think we should try to convince Dot to come back to work? I mean, I miss her a lot.
I don't think we should. She's going after her dream. We gotta just let her go.
You, ladies, you are looking at a genius.
You know, Sonny, they say it's a very fine line between being a genius and being an idiot.
Well, when you hear this, I think you'll see which side of the line I'm getting my mail on. Last night, I rented the tape of Oh, Calcutta. You know, that play where everybody's naked. It was a big hit. So I'm thinking of calling my musical Oh, Attila. And have all the Huns played by beautiful naked girls. What do you think, huh?
I think the mailman's gonna know where to find you.
Exactly. Hey, and if you play your cards right, I might be able to find a place in the show for all of you.
I'd like to play the girl who stands outside the theater and warns the people.
I'm just glad you're willing to help. I just wish I wasn't having so much trouble writing the big love theme for the show. I just can't find that many words that rhyme with Attila.
Then just forget the whole Megillah.
No, I'm going to keep trying.
Girl, what a day we had. Shoe clerks are waving white flags all over the Glendale Galleria. I showed them no mercy.
You gotta go shoe shopping with Ginger. It is a mind-bending experience. She talked me into buying these. What do you think?
Well, I would say they prove that everything does not go with a simple black dress.
So how you doing, Dot?
I'm fine. I was just filling out my forms for my unemployment examination tomorrow.
Oh, I like tests you don't have to study for.
We really miss you at the restaurant.
Oh, I miss you too.
I made up my mind that I'm going to be late for work once a week. Sort of a memorial to you.
That's beautiful.
When you get your unemployment check, maybe we can go blow it on some shoes.
Well, things are a little tight right now, so maybe I'll just blow it on some food.
It's just as well. If you go with Ginger, you'll just wind up with a pair of these.
Now, you said you liked those.
No, you said I like those, and I believed you.
Now, wait a minute, Amy. If you didn't like these, you shouldn't have bought them.
You don't know what it's like out there with Ginger. You know what she told me? She said, buy the right one, and you'll get the left one free.
Was I wrong?
You've got your feet telling your head what to do. Girlfriend, you've got to quit buying shoes this way.
You're right, Amy. I've learned my lesson.
Really?
Absolutely. I'm not going shoe shopping with you anymore. Hey, Dot, they got these in any other colors.
Hi.
Hi. What are you doing here?
I have to talk to Nancy.
Are you coming back? This is great.
Well, they wouldn't give me unemployment because I quit. I got to get Nancy to fire me.
Don't worry. Let us finish up here, then we'll go talk to her.
Well, what are you guys doing?
It's called setting up. It's what we usually do while you're late.
Oh, you guys put this stuff here.
I'm telling you, Howard, this is a no-miss investment.
No.
I even had Amy and Ginger sing the love theme once. It's terrific.
Go away.
Look, for $5,000, you can own 20% of O Attila. I'll tell you what, I'll even throw in the phone number of the honey of your choice.
Sonny, if you don't get out of the kitchen right now, you won't be working here long enough to regret it.
Oh, get serious, Nancy. Word's out on you. You can't fire anyone. The inmates have taken over the asylum, and I'm the head loon. Don't you just love it?
Get out of here.
Oh, come on.
Now. You okay?
I don't know. Perhaps if you held me.
You're okay.
No, I'm not okay. In fact, I've had to seek professional help. I'm seeing a psychologist. You know, there's something comforting about spending an hour a week on a man's couch discussing your sexual fantasies. I suppose we'll finally have to get around to this firing problem.
Nancy, look who's here.
Hi, Nancy.
Well, Dot, what brings you here?
I need to ask you a favor. I need you to fire me so I can collect unemployment.
Fire you? I don't know.
Do it, Nancy. It'll be good for both of you. She'll get her unemployment, and you'll know you can fire somebody.
Yes, it wouldn't be as if I were actually firing someone.
Oh, come on, Nancy. Do something nice. Fire her.
All right, Dot, you're... I can't do it.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Ginger.
More shoes, Ginger?
Yes.
Have you ever heard of the phrase, everything in moderation?
No, but I have heard shot till you drop.
Besides, the man gave me a balloon.
Hey, Ginger, can you help me?
Nobody can help you, Sonny.
Oh, come on. I made some changes in the love theme to O Attila, and I just want to hear them. Come on, Amy, catch this.
I don't want to catch anything from you, Sonny.
Hey, I'm trying to keep musical theater alive here. And this time, I'll do Attila, King of the Huns. And I want you to sing the part of Mimi von Lips, sex goddess of the Alps, who's just crazy for Attila. And I want you to sing the part of Susie, the peasant maiden whose father's farm I just pillaged and who wants me to take her to the prom. Here, you're gonna need this. 1, 2, 3, 4.
There is only one Hun for me, Attila.
Just one full of fun Hun for me, Attila.
So my outfit's sort of odd, and I'm called the Scourge of God.
Still, you've got one killer bod, Attila. Smile at me and I won't resist,
Who?
Attila.
You have snarling lips to be kissed, Attila.
If I strip your body's bare,
Nancy, I want to apologize for the way I've been talking to you lately. There's just no excuse for it.
Jan, actually, I'm glad you did. See, this crisis has forced me into therapy where I've been dealing with a number of problems. Oh, Jan, I could tell you things about myself that would shock you.
Don't. I've got a very low shock threshold. Why don't you shock Howard?
Howard, would you like to know what I talked about in therapy today?
Nope.
I talked about us. Now, according to Dr. Tishman, the reason you're not pursuing me is because you're suppressing your real emotions.
Yep.
When we hear your horses clip-clop, our lonely hearts both do a flip-flop. One day when you've hung up your ex, Attila, you and me and she can relax. Attila. We'll sail up across the sea and be happy as can be in a cottage built for three. Or a villa.
It's bad, Sonny. It is really bad.
Good bad or bad bad?
A whole new kind of bad.
You think the people who want to be singing it on the way out of the theater?
Well, it is one of those songs you just can't get out of your head.
Great. I'm going to go home with your potential investor.
There is only one honey.
Better stop that.
Dot, it's good to see you. Nobody came to visit me today.
Yeah, well, I don't think we're going to be able to come to see you every day.
Well, you have to. That's the highlight of my day. Do you know what it's like to have a day with no highlights?
Oh, no, that can't be the highlight of your day. What about the life of an actress? Going on interviews, reading for parts, working on your craft?
I'm bored. Sit around the apartment all day waiting for one of you to visit, which to my surprise did not happen today. I guess when I was working here, I kept busy, I had friends. Now I have no money and no highlights.
Why don't you come back to work then?
Still want to be an actress.
Well, you shouldn't have a problem with that. Actors and actresses have been waiting on tables for years. It's a tradition. Something you should be proud of.
Okay, I'll buy that. Let's go ask Nancy for my job back.
That was easy.
Read my lips. No money. Nancy, I would like to have my job back.
Oh, Dot, I don't think I can do that.
Nancy, you can't expect the three of us to keep doing all the work.
Oh, no. It's not that at all. You see, I'm just not sure Dr. Tishman would approve. He says if I'm to get back to my old self, I've simply got to be meaner.
Nancy, if you hire Doc back, you'll have more of us to be mean, too.
All right, Dot. You can have your job back. Who knows? This may even speed up my rehabilitation. With any luck at all, I may be able to fire someone just before Christmas.
Oh, oh, oh.
So you come back after all this time and just expect me to drop everything and run off and meet you at the airport? Oh, Henry, you've got a lot of nerve thinking that you can still charm me the way you used to. What airline? 1 a.m.? I'll be there. Bye.
Who's that?
No one.
No one? I heard airline, I heard 1 a.m., and now you're telling me you were talking to no one?
I talked to no one. I'm going nowhere, and I got to get out of here early to do it.
Have I hit on a touchy area or something? Right. Well, I've got to get out of here early myself. See, strangely enough, I'm actually going somewhere.
Oh.
Well, now that you've asked me, I'll tell you. I am opening in a workshop production of a one-woman show, and rumor has it that a couple of major producers are going to be there. I could be looking at the big time.
Oh, Doc, that's great. Now, how come you didn't tell us?
Well, I wanted to get my feet wet first. That's actor talk for I didn't want to stink up the place.
Well, who are you going to play?
Eleanor Roosevelt.
I'd pay to see that.
It's sort of a pseudo-biography.
You mean the playwright made it all up? Well, what's it called?
Not Tonight, Eleanor. I have long since learned to pay no heed to the whispered bars thrown cautiously at my back, but low to the person loud enough to force me to respond. At such times my bark was not worse than my bite. The two were equally as bad.
That was beautiful, Eleanor. I'll see what I can do to get the two of us out of here early.
Great, great. Then I'll get to do my play and you'll get to go...
Nowhere.
Now, I don't understand. If you're going nowhere, why do you want to get out early?
Well, let me put it in a way that you'll understand. None of your beeswax.
Richie and I had a terrible argument before I left for work. I want to get home early.
You want to patch things up and make everything lovey-dovey again?
No way. He got the last word in, but I thought of a really good answer. Why? Because I said so. That's why. Yeah, that'll get him.
Howard, I have a proposition.
Good. I have an answer. No, Nancy, I'm not interested.
Howard. You just don't understand, do you? The dynamics of our relationship are changing, and you simply haven't noticed.
Chalk it up to hysterical blindness.
Howard, I want to talk to you on a real level, without being coy, without any subtle innuendo, and you're being flippant.
You're right, Nancy. I'm sorry. What's on your mind?
Well, I think we should restructure our relationship by getting to know each other within a social context. Now, I'm having a small supper party tonight for several friends, and I'd like you to be there. You can think of yourself as my date, or you can think of yourself as autonomous. The choice is up to you.
I like this new approach. I'll take choice number 2, and I'll go.
Really? Oh, Howard, that makes me so happy.
Nancy, remember I did that little favor for you about 3 weeks ago? You called me
Yes,
up
I
on the phone
remember
and...
it quite well, and that was to remain our little secret, wasn't it?
Yes, and that's the way I'd like to keep it. I'd also like to get out early tonight.
Done.
So would Dot.
Dot has nothing to do with our agreement.
She will when I tell her you know who left his you know what, you know where.
Dot, feel free to leave with Ginger.
Thank you, Nancy.
There's no need to thank me.
That's right. She should thank you know who. And you know what.
Jan, you've been going on and on. I don't even know what this fight's about.
Socks. I came home last night and Richie said, how come you didn't wash my socks? Think about it. We're both wage earners. This is the 80s. We're supposed to share responsibility. Now, why does the sharing stop at the laundry room door? What's in there that's so frightening to men? Fabric softener? Thank you. But he met his match when the door slamming started. You know, you never really know how many doors you have in your apartment till you have a really good fight. We have 7. Not counting the laundry room.
Hey, Frisco. I got this hot date tonight. Got anything back there to help get her in the mood?
Phone number of another guy?
No, I mean it. Don't you have any knockout drops or something? I really like this girl.
Boy, it's going to be busier than a ladies' room on nickel beer night.
That's pretty busy. I gotta get out of here early tonight. My whole future may depend on it.
Oh, what are you going to do?
Nothing special.
Hey, the old Sun Man would like you to gallop back with him in time to the days of the Old West. When men were men, and women were just useless broads. Some things never change. Hey, we've got a right to pick a little fight bonanza. If you want to fight any one of us, you got to fight with me.
The line forms to the left.
Oh, Doc, you got to help me.
No, I don't.
I met this beautiful blonde astronomer. She was at the Griffith Park Observatory. She flipped for me. She's going to come hear me play tonight. I'm on a break.
What are you doing at the observatory?
Observing. They've got these telescopes outside. For 20 cents, you can see right into the YWCA. My problem is I've got to get up on the hotel roof and make a tape recording of my feelings about seeing Halley's Comet. Here, enjoy.
The comet is gone, Sonny. You can't see it anymore.
I know, but I told this chick I made the recording months ago. So if I don't get up there and do it tonight, she's going to think I'm trying to con her.
But you are trying to con her.
Don't split hairs, Doc. You got to help me cover with Nancy and then come up on the roof and get me. Come on, what do you say?
Please, no. Well, I suppose I could do that.
Great.
Politics teaches one that subtle subterfuge is necessary. The Undersecretary let it be known that his absence from yesterday's Congress was due to illness, when in fact I knew he was trysting with his cousin. I could damn you or keep the peace. Politics won out.
I'm not sure of the movie, but Martha Ray, right? Should have brought a water balloon. Okay, here goes. Halley's Comet. Watching it shoot across the sky gives me the same thrill I get when I see a woman in a tight skirt and a loose blouse bend over to pull up a stocking. It's exciting no matter what direction it's coming from. Halley's Comet. That great ball of fire. I guess Jerry Lee Lewis said it all. You know what really burns me? Having to call it Halley's Comet. I mean, when I was a kid, it was Haley's Comet. Now it's Halley's Comet. I mean, what's going to happen next? Somebody going to ask me to sing Won't You Come Home, Bill Bally? Enough of that. I'm not here to complain. I'm just Sonny Man on the roof watching the comet go by. And that's the way it is. Yeah, now that was totally brilliant and sexy.
It's one of those nights where every guy in the restaurant wants 3 cups of coffee.
You're right, Jan. Men just don't play fair. First they're in your life forever, then they're out of your life forever. Then they're in your life forever, then they're out of your life forever. Forever don't mean diddly.
Yeah. All I meant was that it's so busy out there, I'm never going to get home early enough to finish my fight with Richie.
Oh, honey, it is never too late to finish a fight with a man.
I'll get home late. He'll already be asleep, looking all cute and cuddly like a teddy bear. How do you pick a fight with a teddy bear?
You grab him by the collar of his cute little purple pajamas and you twist until his beady little button eyes pop open, and then you say, "What makes you think I'll come running every time you call?"
Yeah, good. Teddy bears hate that.
Howard, since you're going to the supper party tonight, I'd like to ask you a favor.
In my mind, going is a favor.
Then consider doing another. Would you take on the duties of host tonight? You know, greet the guests, propose a toast, talk me in later.
Nancy, you're getting pushy.
I know. Sorry. Old habits die hard. I was just testing the waters.
The waters are cold, Nancy, very cold.
One more hour and we are out of here.
I wanted to ask you about that. How come Nancy's letting us leave early? What have you got on her?
I told you I can't tell you. Besides, I might want to use it again. So, if I told you, you'd just spread it all over the restaurant and its value dropped faster than the peso.
Have either of you noticed that Sonny's not at the piano?
Must be request night.
Well, if you know his whereabouts or care about his future, I'd advise you to find him. Forget the part about caring about his future.
I'll get Sonny. He's up on the roof.
Just what America needs. Another big building with a monkey on top of it.
Sunny man on the roof, day 1.
Sonny, Nancy's looking for you.
Dot, don't let the door... Thanks a lot, Dot.
What?
The door locks from the other side.
Are you kidding?
No, we're trapped up here. Before you know it, we'll be cold, desperate for warmth. Needing each other. Wanting each other.
Sonny, calm down.
I can't.
Well, maybe this will help you.
My body, Franklin. All you ever want from me is my body.
Those teeth don't scare me, Dot. I'm a desperate man.
You better back off.
Are you threatening me with violence?
You can make up your mind. You can either be a frustrated, living, breathing jellyfish up on the roof, or you can take a quick trip to the ground floor and just be jelly.
Where's Dot? I never thought I'd hear myself say this, but we actually need her clumsy impersonation of a waitress on the floor tonight.
She went to look for Sonny just like you asked.
Well, go find her. What have I done? I've just sent Amelia Earhart to look for Jimmy Hoffa. Where's Jan?
She just left.
Oh.
What Nancy wants? She's looking for you. I don't have time for this.
Amy, let's go, let's go. I want somebody to pick up these orders. I've got 3 of Dot's, 2 of Ginger's, and 1 of Jan's.
Yeah, I'm taking the Dots and Jan's taking the Ginger.
Then who's taking the Jan's?
I suppose I can, just to make sure Jan takes mine.
I don't like this new system.
3 more steaks, where?
No more orders till these are cleared off.
Fine. Give me all the dots.
Oh, I'm taking the Dots.
That's not what we decided. Well, then I guess I'll go get that order back from table 7.
I really hate this new system.
A customer dining alone at table 4 has become the bewildered recipient of 3 lobster Newburgh dinners. Is there an explanation?
If you buy 3, you get the 4th one free.
Jan, go find Ginger and Dot. They've gone too far. If anyone's going to take advantage of me, I want it to be Sean Penn.
Oh, great. My astronomer's due to show up downstairs any minute. How do you think she's going to feel when I'm not there?
Relieved.
Now, I suppose you think that's funny.
You better get back over there and guard that door, Sonny, or I'm gonna send you for help head first.
Another woman threatening my life. I hate the 80s.
Now that we're stuck up here, Ginger, relaxed, breathing in the night air, maybe you want to tell me what your mysterious airport call was all about?
I do not.
Okay, then let's get back to Nancy's secret. I'm dying to know that.
I told you I can't tell you.
A hint. One tiny little hint.
Not even one tiny little hint.
Can I buy a vowel?
Oh. What are you doing away from that door?
Listening.
Jan, wait!
You stupid!
Does that mean you're not glad to see me?
It means we're trapped up here. The door's locked.
Now we gotta wait for Amy to come and get us.
That sounds like a really good idea. How's she gonna know where we are?
You didn't tell her?
I didn't tell anyone. That means we could be here all night.
My astronomer.
My fight.
My plane.
My... nothing special.
Sorry for the delay. I'm a little short-handed tonight. Thank you for your patience. It's not as cold as it looks. Enjoy your meal. This isn't what I ordered. I don't want to hear about it, lady. I got my own problems.
Thank you so much for coming. Good evening. Close it down. Your table will be ready in a moment.
I was so close. This was no ordinary date, not your run-of-the-mill floozy bimbo. Andrea's a doctor of astronomy, a college graduate floozy bimbo. I think I need to be alone.
Oh, I don't want to spend the entire night up here.
What's the difference? You weren't doing anything tonight except going home.
Well, that's right. Actually, it's you two I'm worried about. Jan, you really think you're going to be up to finishing your fight with Richie in the morning?
I don't see why not. Of course, he's going to be very worried about me when I don't come home tonight. Then he's going to be real glad to see me in the morning. He's probably going to take me in his arms and hug me and kiss me, and that'll be nice. Then he's going to ask me about his socks, and then the whole thing's going to start all over again. This really ticks me off.
Sorry, but your problems are minor compared to mine.
What do you mean?
I am opening in a one-woman show. I'm the star. My understudy can't even go on. I've got the teeth.
Well, I have got to get to the airport. Henry's not going to wait all night.
Henry? Did you hear Henry?
Sounded like Henry to me.
Is this the same Henry who borrowed money from you to buy you a birthday present?
Yes, it is. The same Henry who gave that present to another woman. That's him.
The same Henry who dumped you for somebody else?
That's right. And tonight he is going to try and charm me. Have you got any idea how hard that man is going to have to work? And I am stuck up here with you three? Maybe God's trying to tell you not to make the same mistake twice. Oh, I know. But I never thought he'd stoop to this.
Excuse me, but I've been waiting for over an hour.
I'm terribly sorry. We're doing the best we can.
Oh, I don't mind the wait. It's just that I'm looking for Sonny.
Why? Do you want to fire him, too?
No, I'm his date tonight, and I expect punctuality from a man.
Perhaps you're setting your sights too high. Not only is Sonny not particularly reliable, he's not particularly a man.
This is slave labor, Amy. I don't know. How do you do it every night?
Usually with 3 other waitresses. Wherever they are, I hope they're having as bad a time as I am. Enjoy your meal.
My name is Elmer, and my husband's name is Franklin. We live in Campobello, and we sell influence.
My turn. You didn't say all these.
Oh, who cares? Eleanor could jump rope to save her life.
I had it. I'm glad you've all found peace of mind. But if I don't have my astronomer, I'm going to kill myself. And I just figured how to get out of here.
Pass these down.
If Sonny ever shows up, tell him he's history.
Sonny isn't history. He's a footnote.
Whatever. He's out of my life. Nancy! It's Sonny! What do we do?
Call the authorities. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to apologize for our erratic service this evening. The reason why your steaks are cold and there's skim on your soup is even now dangling outside this very window. Presenting the death-defying aerial arabesques of Above the Top's own Sonny Man.
Glad we got stuck up on the roof. It was a learning experience for all of us.
Yeah. When you suddenly see all your petty plans go out the window, you start to get a whole new perspective on what's really important in life. Gotta go. There's a fight brewing at home. I don't want to miss 1 second of it. Clean stop! Oh, clean stop!
Dot, guess how much money I made in tips tonight?
Later, Amy, my public awaits.
Over $300.
Indeed. Oh, this money has always been casual. That's the price you pay when you're born with it.
Boy, she had so much money, why didn't you have her teeth fixed?
Ginger, guess how much money I made in tips tonight?
$5,000.
Oh, no, I only made 300. Got any plans for tonight?
Well, I'm going to go home and take a hot bath, and I'm going to take a cold shower.
Gee, Nancy, I really had my heart set on that supper party, but I guess you're just too tired.
Oh, no, I'm all right, Howard. I'm just going to go and splash some cold water on my face.
Howard, are you really going to go? That is awful sweet of you.
Look, I'm a sweet guy. Said she's too tired to make any kind of move.
Ready to trot, big boy?
Stay tuned for Carol Burnett, right here on Super 18, Wisconsin's Superstation.
just picked up our plane tickets for San Francisco. Now, do you want a window or an aisle seat?
I want the one next to the emergency exit.
Come. Now, studies have been done that show that it's safer to fly than to drive a car.
None of those studies included you in the equation.
Where's your sense of fun, flyboy? Well, of course, we'll have to attend the company seminar, but there'll still be plenty of time for a romantic rendezvous. Of course, we'll have to be discreet. You name the place, I'll be there.
Okay. Fisherman's Wharf.
Oh, where in Fisherman's Wharf?
Just keep walking west. You'll get there.
Oh, welcome back, Amy. How was your sister's wedding?
Oh, fine. It was really nice being with my family and seeing everybody in Snyder again. Oh, the wedding was just beautiful. They had this big old cake, and at the very top was this little bitty cowgirl and this little bitty bitty cowboy.
Amy, do the words rhetorical question mean anything to you?
Hi, everybody.
Hi. How was your sister's wedding?
Oh, is this one of those rhetorical questions?
I don't think so.
Yo, the wedding was just wonderful. Sue Ann wore the same wedding gown that my mother and my grandmother got married in. Oh, you couldn't even tell it had to be let out around the tummy a little bit, much to our family's dismay. Little Sue Ann seems to be just a wee bit knocked up. Grandma kept referring to it as baby fat.
Uh-huh.
Man, everybody was decked out in their finest. Lizard skin boots and snake skin belts and ostrich hide hats.
So while you were celebrating in the chapel, they probably held a funeral at the zoo.
Nice purse, Jan.
Imitation.
Oh, seeing Sue Ann coming down the aisle dressed in off-white, and Mama sitting over there crying like a baby, or crying about the baby. And Daddy's standing next to Sue Ann. He's already figuring out what he's going to do with her room. Oh, it was just so beautiful. It made me wish I was coming down the aisle. And that's what everybody else in my family was wishing, too. Boy, you don't know the pressure when your younger sister's getting married. Whew.
Oh, girl, I know what you mean. See, I got this aunt who is always on my case saying I'd be married by now if my standards weren't so high. Mind you, this is coming from a woman whose husband's nickname is the Ugly One.
That's a little rough. Doesn't he mind?
Oh, honey, he's getting off light with that.
Well, everybody at the wedding was on my back. My little sister actually threw the wedding bouquet at my head.
Amy, you know, sometimes we think there's pressure when there really isn't any.
Have you ever seen a bouquet thrown in a tight spiral? And then my Aunt Louise kept introducing me as her spinster niece.
Take it easy, Amy.
I mean, it's not like I haven't had any options. I mean, I have had offers.
Amy, don't let the pressure get to you.
What pressure? So I'm 22 and I'm single. You know, I've got years ahead of me. Long, lonely, barren years. Excuse me. I couldn't help but notice that you haven't touched your food. It's getting cold because you're too busy making goo-goo eyes at each other to eat. Newlyweds, right? Oh, you know something? I do my level best to get the food here hot for you. But do you care? No. Do you care that you're making spectacles of yourself in here? Huh? Do you care that I am all alone? That I have no one to stare at except the TV while I eat? Amy, you ever thought of that?
You'll have to excuse her. She's single. Take it easy. It's just a little residual wedding pressure.
Jane, I'm just worried I'm going to end up being the cat lady. You know, one of those old women with 90 cats who spends her life filling bowls and emptying boxes.
Amy, you've got plenty of time to find the right guy.
You know, maybe Los Angeles is the wrong place for me to be looking.
Hey, I found Richie in L.A.
Oh, thanks. Just throw it up in my face.
Hey, check this out, y'all. See this guy over table number 6? He wants me to sell What a Life skincare products.
Are you going to?
No. You got to be greedy and gullible to get into something like this. Lucky for me, I'm just greedy.
You know something, Jan? Maybe I should have married Rusty.
Who's Rusty?
Well, he was my boyfriend since 3rd grade. I saw him at my sister's wedding. He looked so good. We were like the couple in high school. We were king and queen of our prom and most likely to be married first and most likely to own acreage.
I don't believe we have that category at my school.
Look, Dot, the one thing you've got to remember is that What a Life products really work. That's why they sell. Look at me. See these bags under my eyes?
No?
course you don't. They're gone. Thanks to What a Life facial toner.
Oh, right. You already told me about that. You just apply it evenly to sagging skin, and within weeks, it fills in the subdermal wrinkle pockets and eradicates unwanted stress lines.
I'll take 6 boxes.
No, wait. I'm not selling this stuff. You are.
Well, too bad. You could have made a bundle off me.
Really?
Are you sure you never sold anything before?
What are those? Postcards from Snyder.
Ooh, nice. Girl, the whole town must be proud of a pig that size. Hey, how come this one says yes and this one says no?
Because when I went back for the wedding, my old boyfriend asked me to marry him. So he said when I make up my mind, I just send in the postcard with my answer on it.
You talking about Rusty? Now, how come you weren't telling us you were thinking about getting married?
Because I knew if I told you I was getting married to Rusty that you wouldn't see the positive side.
What is the positive side?
That I'd be married to Rusty.
Well, I don't want to tell you that you're rushing into anything, but I sure hope somebody else does.
Amy, now you better think about this. Are you sure you want to marry a guy who puts your wedding announcement on the back of a pig the size of a building?
That's the no card.
You're right. You're better off with the mule in the hat smoking the pipe.
Collect from Amy. Rusty? Oh, I miss you too. That's why I'm calling. Yeah, it's about us. Oh, well, I would have sent a postcard, but, the picture was so nice I wanted to stick it in the mirror on my bureau. The answer is... yes, I'll marry you.
Anyone feeling a bit chafed around the elbow?
Can't say as I do. No, I seem to have all of my skin, and it is very smooth.
Nobody wants to buy any What a Life products today? Fine, I'm not worried. You'll come around. This stuff is too good. I'm telling you, Ginger, this product sells itself.
So I've heard. Did it sell any of itself today?
Well, no, but the guy who sold it to me said that the first day is always the hardest.
And he has a lovely face, no doubt.
Oh, he does. He's got a bag-free face thanks to What a Life.
Sounds attractive.
Oh, my $500 investment is safe. Because if you build a better mousetrap, the world will beat a path to your door.
See that? See, you didn't tell us this stuff kills mice. That's good to know.
Jan, I am telling you, this product was made for you.
Hey, y'all. Isn't this a wonderful day? It is for me. Rusty's flying in tonight, and y'all are going to get to meet him.
Well, where's he going to stay? Amy, you got to tell me when you want the place for the whole weekend.
Ginger, it's nothing like that.
Well, did he know that before he sprang for the plane ticket?
Yes. He's coming out here to look for a job, and then we're going to look for an apartment.
Doesn't sound like what you do on a romantic weekend.
This has nothing to do with romance. We're getting married.
Ready to take off, Howard?
Nancy, I don't think that perfume's gonna make it through the metal detector.
Oh, if they want to search me, it's their business.
Well, I knew you'd been around, but you've been around.
Jan, you look ravishing. Yes, that's exactly the sort of gown I'd wear. Where'd you find it?
On the bottom of my grandmother's old steamer trunk.
Well, you'd think some of her good taste would have rubbed off. But anyway, it should serve you well while you take over my duties here. Oh, one thing. Don't abuse your power while I'm gone.
Nancy, please, it would take me years to get to do that as well as you do. I think that Amy is lying to herself. Rusty's moving out here so they can get married. I don't think she's going to be able to wait. I don't care if she's the Pope starter. She's going to sneak into his room at least once.
She's not going to have any trouble staying away from Rusty. He's staying at Sonny's place.
How did Amy swing that?
She told Sonny to forget about the $50 he owes her.
She lent Sonny $50?
No, but he didn't remember that part either.
Oh, I can't wait to meet Rusty. I wonder what he's like. Well, he's
He's from Snyder. I'm sure he's got a lot of very admirable qualities. Good with a rope, fast with a gun, can hit a prairie dog at 20 paces with a flying gob of tobacco.
Hey, when's Opie getting here?
His name is Rusty.
What's the difference?
Sonny, you know, if you weren't letting him stay with you, I'd get pretty ticked off right now.
Yeah, well, I am, and he is, so you won't. Here's the key to my place. Have Festus wipe his boots before he comes in, okay?
Thank you, Sonny.
Excuse me. You must be Nancy.
I beg your pardon?
Well, Amy's told me all about the lovely dresses you wear.
You're Rusty. What? Gee, you're not at all... Well, you're Rusty.
How do you do, ma'am?
Oh, I'm not ma'am. I'm just a Jan. I mean, I'm not Nancy. I'm Jan. I'm just dressed like Nancy. It's a mood thing.
Rusty!
Pumpkin!
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. You're Ginger.
And how did you know that?
Amy said that Ginger was gorgeous and Dot was beautiful, so I'm guessing you're Ginger.
Okay, you pulled that off.
Hey, welcome to Los Angeles. Oh, if the pollution starts clogging your pores, I've got a deep cleanser that can really help.
Won't you wait in the lounge till I get off work? Boy, you look great. So good having you here.
I think I'm gonna like L.A. You know, when I was flying in, it looked so beautiful. I saw these bitty lights, bitty cars.
Oh, you don't know how good it is to talk to somebody without an accent.
Hey, Lancette. Hey, look, we gotta find a way to break up this Amy Rusty thing.
Sonny, she's not interested in you.
Oh, I'm not interested in her. I'm interested in him. Since he's been staying at my place, all the girls in my building have been coming around just to be nice. I never did that before. You know, the thing is, he doesn't care about any of them, so I still got a chance. I don't know if you know this or not, Jan, but women get real desperate when they've been rejected.
Yeah, but they don't get stupid.
I can't believe you've already got a job.
Yep. Hey, Ruby. Otto put me on the showroom floor, and 20 minutes later, I'd sold my first Mercedes. Made more money if I'd sold 6 pickups in Snyder.
Things are going to work out so well for you. Well, for us.
And that's why I decided to give you this right now. It's a ring.
I know.
An engagement ring.
I know that, too.
Honey, I know we've been talking about waiting, but I want to get married right away.
Okay. You know, I'd kind of like to go back home to get married, you know, to show everybody.
Me too. Why don't we just fly back next weekend?
Woo! Hey, everybody. I'm getting married.
You know, folks, I love the 80s. Something exciting about having women almost being equal. You know, some chicks are bringing home some really heavy bread. There's nothing wrong nowadays for them picking up a check, driving you home after a party, or making the first move. If there's a babe in here who would like to do any one of those things, this one's for you. The minute you walked in the joint, I could see you were a gal of distinction, a real big spender, good looking, so refined. Wouldn't you like to know what's going on in my mind? So let me get right to the point. I don't pop my cork for every squeeze I see. Hey, big spender! A little time with me. Merry Christmas to you.
You sure you can't stick around for a while?
I really have to close up the showroom, but I'll be back.
Good. After work, we'll break out some champagne, have a little wedding celebration.
Can you do that?
Hey, Nancy died and made me boss. You're fired.
Ginger, does my face look weird?
Why?
Since I put that What Life cream on it last night, it feels hot and itchy.
Doesn't look hot and itchy.
Good.
Looks blotchy.
Now, that's what I thought. I was hoping maybe I just smeared my rouge.
No, blotchy.
All right. Blotchy. You don't have to take such pleasure in saying it.
Oh, I'm not taking pleasure in saying it. I'm taking pleasure that I didn't buy any of it.
That was I'll Never Smile Again. Probably written by a married man. I mean, what can you get from a marriage that they won't bring to your room in Vegas? Okay, maybe good food, but that's about it.
Sonny, I hear you're a little upset because Rusty's moving out.
Yeah, once he goes, the girls are going to stop dropping by. I'm going to have to go back to hanging out in the laundry room.
Sonny, how would you like a master key to every girl's apartment?
I already bought 5 of those. They don't work.
What if you had something every girl wanted?
Pay anything for that.
You don't pay, Sonny. They pay.
What is it, Chinese oyster cream?
Howard, you're back a day early.
Yep.
Nancy's not with you.
Nope.
Jan, did you talk to Howard?
Yep.
Did he seem happy?
Nope.
Howard? Oh, Howard, please accept my apologies. But I made an error in judgment.
A big one, Nancy.
All right. So it was only a 2-hour seminar. Was it wrong of me to book the hotel for the entire weekend?
You booked the honeymoon suite.
Flight of fancy.
Stupid.
Look, I made amends. I got another room.
I had to sleep in a heart-shaped bed with a pink comforter in San Francisco.
How can I make it up to you?
Leave me alone for a week.
Oh, I can't do that.
Can you leave me alone now?
I think so.
I'll take it.
Well, Sonny, I want to say thank you for letting me stay in your apartment. Here are your keys.
Oh, well, thanks. And hey, this is for you. Thought it might come in handy on your honeymoon. I know it says face cream, but it's got oysters in it. Be careful. Don't use too much.
That's real nice of you, Sonny.
Ah, forget it. Plenty more where that came from. I bought Dot out. I know a good thing when I see one. What a life!
I'm going to make a toast to my husband-to-be. May we have many years of wedded bliss, sing each other through the good times and the bad, being forever faithful and forever loyal. Here, here.
I'd like to make a toast to my own. To my darling Amy, who I've been waiting to marry since the 3rd grade. Just happy the day's finally arrived.
There we go. And to all of Snyder, especially Aunt Louise, who's been backbiting at Mama saying this would never happen. Aunt Louise.
My Uncle Morgan, who many a time said I'd die a no-account bachelor.
Uncle Morgan. And to my 3 smug sisters. None of them married a guy this tall.
The entire high school football team who teased me for years about being the most frustrated quarterback on campus. Now.
Anybody want more cake? I'm going to go make some coffee. Honey, you want to come help me?
Sure, sweetie pie.
Two of them want to be alone.
What for? She's not going to do anything till the wedding night anyway.
I hate to say I told you so, but I think they're getting married for all the wrong reasons. What do you think?
I think you're right. I also think you like to say I told you so.
Rusty, did you really hear what we were saying out there? I mean, are we getting married for each other or for everybody back home?
Maybe a little of both.
Well, don't you think we're getting pushed into this?
A little.
And just hear Jan saying, I told you so. Rusty, I don't want to get married. I mean, not right now. Oh, honey, I know this sounds harsh, but I think someday you'll see that I'm right.
Amy, you have just made me the happiest man in the world. I've been feeling the same way. I mean, heck, I'm living in L.A. now. We can take the time to get to know each other again.
You don't seem the least bit upset, Rusty.
Oh, come on, Amy. We can go out on dates just like old times.
Rusty, I think you're taking this just a little too well.
Come on, Amy. You can show me Disneyland.
Oh, I did want to show you that. You know, there's this ride there called Small World, where they have these little children, and they sing these little songs in these little voices. Exactly. Oh, everybody, Rusty and I have an announcement to make. I know this is going to be very disappointing, but Rusty and I aren't getting married. I think everybody's taking this a little too well.
Stay tuned for Carol Burnett, right here on Super 18, Wisconsin's Superstation.
If you so much as pick up a paintbrush, I'll break your arm.
I'm not going to paint. I'm making sandwiches. You're going to paint. I'm having a paint party.
If your lease says that your landlord's supposed to paint your apartment, you should hold him to it.
How? I stopped paying the rent 3 months ago, just like you told me to, but still paint chips are falling into my Captain Crunch. I'll paint them.
Don't let him get away with it. You take that slob to court.
Oh, Jan, which color do you like? The champagne beige or the sandalwood beige?
You know, ladies and gentlemen, all of us have songs rattling around inside our heads that remind us of better days. Certain Christmas, certain spring, certain girl. Mary Jo Fetterman, who was so out to lunch she didn't care who she was with. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Anyway, I've got one of those songs in my head right now. I'd like to share it with you. Meet Kathy, who's lived most everywhere, from Zanzibar to Berkeley Square. Patty's only seen the sights a girl can see from Brooklyn Heights. What a crazy pair, but they're cousins, identical cousins all the way. One pair of magic bookends, different as night and day. Hey, Kathy loves a minuet, the ballet russe and the crepe Suzette. But Patty loves to rock and roll, don't make her lose control. What a wild duet. Still they're cousins, identical cousins, and you will find they laugh alike, they walk alike, at times they even talk alike. You could lose your mind when cousins are two of a kind. The Patty Duke Show. Oh, it sure brings back a lot of memories, doesn't it? Of course, they weren't really cousins. Who ever heard of identical cousins? They were sisters. Whatever happened to Patty Duke's sister? She sure was good in the show.
Jan, if I had the money to hire a lawyer, I would not be messing around with this apartment. I'd go out and buy a house.
Doesn't cost that much for a little legal advice.
Forget it, Jan. I'm facing an unexpected financial crisis.
What?
The end of the month.
One swordfish, one veal chop, and one lobster Newburg, but he wants it without the gunk on it.
The gunk is what makes it Newburg. Without the gunk, it's just lobster McNuggets.
Well, Howard, I've never heard this before. You're whistling.
Yeah, I must be happy.
Here you go. Oh, Howard, I was told to give you a message. Compliments to the chef from Helen.
Who's Helen?
Some hot mama sitting at the bar.
Who's Helen?
I have no idea.
She's at the bar, Howard. If she isn't complimenting you on the food, what is she complimenting you on?
All right, she works in a lingerie shop downstairs. She's probably complimenting me on my taste in lingerie.
Who are you buying lingerie for?
You see what your landlord's done to you? He's got you so worn down, you're ready to give up.
It's not my landlord that's wearing me down.
I'm sorry. It's just that injustice bugs me. That's why I went to law school. You want some legal advice? I'll give you some legal advice. You take that creep to small claims court.
Jan, I don't know anything about small claims court.
I do. I'm practically a lawyer. I almost graduated from law school.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to pay tribute to those forgotten Americans. The Army of the Unemployed. And I'm sure our president would join me in singing. Lazy bones, sitting in the sun. How you expect to get a day's work done?
I have friends in small claims court. They can move you up on the docket. We can have this whole thing wrapped up within a week. Your landlord doesn't stand a chance.
I don't know.
Hey, I spent 5 years in law school. Think about it.
What do you think?
Well, you heard her. She spent 5 years in law school. Hey, aren't you supposed to graduate in 2?
Oh, Dart, regarding the party of 4 at your station, the people you let slip out without paying their bill. Well, in order to encourage diligence in the future, I have decided to dock Dorothy the $182 we were stiffed.
What? Can't do that, Nancy.
I beg your pardon?
I cite the precedent of Torcasio versus TriStar Nautical Shipping Company, 1963. The jury found that the plaintiff could not be held responsible for an invoice not being honored after the delivery of goods. And in a resultant suit, as I recall, Torcasio collected damages from his supervisor.
Oh, well, I'll let it go this time. But be forewarned.
Thank you. Well, counselor, when do we go to trial? All right. Lawyer.
Wonder what time the courtroom closes. 5 at the latest. Well, they're probably on their way.
All rise.
Hey, how did it go? Did your landlord get his?
No, I got mine. I got evicted. Here's one, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, eat-in kitchen, $375. That's less than what Ginger was paying before.
Yeah, but look where it is. You don't go there to live, you go there to die violently. Poor Ginger.
This is awful. In a way, I feel responsible.
Oh, come on, Jan. It wasn't your fault. Yes, it was. No, it wasn't. You're the one that told her to withhold her rent.
She had every right to withhold her rent, and it would have been legal if she'd put that money in an escrow account.
Well, why didn't you tell her to do that?
I did. I guess we got our signals crossed. She put it in her checking account instead.
How could anyone possibly confuse a checking account with an escrow account? What is an escrow account?
The moving men said they'd arrive at noon, so of course they arrived at 9 a.m. I was not packed, I was not dressed, I was not happy to see them. They packed everything that was not nailed down. There were waffles with syrup on the kitchen counter, which I will finish eating when I find out what box they're in. Well, everything is in storage except my essentials. I haven't found an apartment I like, and I'm living out of my suitcase.
Oh, Ginger, I'm so sorry.
Now, Jan, don't go blaming yourself. It was all my fault. I listened to you.
It's the principle of the thing. Your landlord didn't have a leg to stand on.
My landlord might not have a leg to stand on, but at least he can fall on his butt in his own apartment.
What are you going to do in the meantime? Stay in a hotel?
Who can afford a hotel?
I thought you put all that money in your checking account.
I did. I even put it in a separate rent column. But in the middle of the night, it started creeping over to the clothes column.
You know until you find a place, you're more than welcome to stay with us if you don't mind sleeping on the couch or on the floor.
They both sound very comfortable.
You can stay with me if you don't mind sharing a bed.
I already turned down an offer like that from Sonny.
I wish I could do better, but I have an old friend staying with me, and I haven't seen her for a while. We were nuns together in Cleveland.
Really? I didn't know that. When did you lose the calling? Right after The Sound of Music closed. Sorry, Doc Amy. Well, I'm sure it did you some good anyway.
So what do you say, Ginger? You up for 3 in a bed?
Nah, sleeping with 2 nuns might cramp my style.
I'd love to have you come stay with me. I've got an extra bed because my roommate moved out.
Amy, don't you live in one of those no men allowed hotels?
Men are allowed in the lobby. It's not like it's a women's prison. Exactly.
Why not, Ginger? It's only temporary. Besides, that way we'll both get some sleep tonight.
Okay, Amy. I accept your invitation. Thank you.
Great.
And, Jan, please don't feel too guilty. It could have been much worse. I could have hired a real lawyer and paid for bad advice.
Well, here we are. You just make yourself at home, Ginger. I'll run pictures in the bedroom. So what do you think of my humble abode?
I love what you've done with the place.
Would you get that, Ginger?
Sure.
Oh, wow. You must be the new roommate. I'm Jo Beth from down the hall.
I'm Ginger.
Hi. I'm taking orders for the ice cream run.
I don't think I want any.
Oh, you will later when we all sit around here and get depressed about not having any dates. Now, how many pints? Hi, Jo Beth.
Oh, butter pecan.
Gotcha. You know, I can't believe it, Amy. I am being sexually harassed at the office.
What's happening?
Nothing. The boss is hitting on everybody but me. I'm so depressed.
Are you sure you want to start this without your ice cream?
Oh, you're right. Last call, Ginger. Ice cream?
Well, if the story you're going to be telling is a long one, I think I'll have a Dixie cup. Vanilla.
That's the same flavor I'm having.
I never would have guessed.
Well, goodbye, you guys.
Bye.
Well, shall we go down to the car and get the rest of your stuff? We'll go pick you up a key from Miss Baedeker.
I mean, you don't have these ice cream parties every night, do you?
Oh, no. Tuesday night is Pizza Pig Out. Wednesday night is House of Pies.
And by Thursday, I'll be out of here. Your case isn't closed yet. We're going to appeal. You're going to get that apartment back if I have to take it to the Supreme Court. Forget it, Jan. With you pleading my case, I could end up in the gas chamber.
This was left at the desk for you.
Oh, I wonder who it's from.
Helen.
Wonder what it is.
Bowling shoes.
Hope she got...
Size 10. Why is she buying you bowling shoes?
I told her I didn't have any.
You can rent bowling shoes.
Not at her place. She started by scuffing up her hardwood floors.
The Campfire Girls will have to have the weenie roast without me tonight. I called up Jason and he's coming to take me out.
Oh, where you going?
I don't know, but wherever it is, I hope there's music, because I figure it's going to take a whole night of the Funkadelics to get Sam Harris out of my head.
Ginger, you should just put your stuff in my roommate's old dresser.
I already filled up the dresser.
I thought you were just going to bring your essentials.
These are my essentials. I'm just never sure which essential I'm going to need next.
I really hate you got this date tonight. JoBeth's going to be really disappointed. She was making brownies for everybody.
What is the deal with you, Amy? You know, you shouldn't be sitting around spending your Saturday nights eating brownies with, what's her name?
JoBeth.
JoBeth. Why don't you come to the party with Jason and me tonight? Here, try this on.
I don't know. I promised her I'd go, and if I don't show up, it's just going to be her and the Terwilliger twins.
The Terwilliger twins? Those two who sat up here and ate the cherry pie all by themselves? Yeah, that looks great. Here, honey, try these boots on and, this belt. You know, you really need to get out more.
I don't know. I go out sometimes, but most of the time it's just easier to avoid temptation.
Well, what are you worried about? It's not like the parties I go to are some kind of an orgy or something. It's just regular people getting together to have some fun. You really look great. You should come to the party.
Oh, no. It might be fun.
It will be fun. You know, you and I might have different versions of Mr. Right, but I can tell you one thing. He ain't gonna show up here.
He's not allowed. That must be JoBeth. What am I going to tell her?
Tell her your teeth hurt.
I'm going to a party. Hi, Jason. You can't stay here. He can't stay here.
Jason! Honey, how'd you get up here?
I walked. For you.
Oh, they're beautiful. Honey, thank you.
Ginger, if Miss Baedeker catches him up here, we're going to get thrown out.
Hey, Ginger, can I talk to you for a minute? This is our 4th date. And I promised you the last time I would not pressure you. But you just moved into a hotel where men aren't allowed. You trying to tell me something, baby?
Nobody saw you come up here, did they?
No.
Let me finish dressing and we'll get out of here. I'll tell you all about this later. Unless we can find something else to do.
Coming! You gotta hide.
Well, you gotta be kidding me.
Hi, Amy. What a day. I brought a bag of Malamars.
What a relief. I thought you were Mrs. Baedeker.
You're a little overdressed, aren't you?
Hey, look, can I come out of here now?
What happened? We have got to get him out of here. Miss Baedeker. Hi.
If you...
And she just threw you out then and there?
She gave us time to pack.
So where'd you go? Hotel? No, we took Dot up on her offer. Figured we'd save some money.
Big mistake.
Oh, Dot and her friend from The Sound of Music spent all night long reliving the good old days.
But I never get that song out of my head.
Me either. How do you solve a problem like Maria? How do you catch a cloud and pin it down? How do you find the words that mean Maria? If you sang that to a spy, he'd tell you anything. I can't help but feel responsible for everything that's happened, but Amy, she can't just throw you out in the middle of the night. You got a really good case. Look,
You take my advice.
I know about your advice, Jen. Your advice isn't worth a bucket of mare's sweat. Hi. Did they tell you what a great time we had last night? Oh, I hope we didn't keep you two awake. How do you solve a problem like Maria? How do you hold a moonbeam in your hand? Oh, Howard, there's a friend of yours here tonight.
Yeah, I know. Bring me the tab, will you?
Friend? What friend?
Nice lady, name is Helen.
Helen's back. The woman's insatiable.
There you go, Nancy, jumping to conclusions. You have nothing to worry about. It's not even the same Helen.
Think about it, all right? I'm on a break. Look, you two can have my bedroom. I'll sleep on the couch. I won't lay a hand on either of you, I promise. I just want bragging rights.
Forget it, Sonny.
Yeah, forget it.
We already have a place to stay.
Yeah, we already have a... We do? Where? Ginger, it's 10 o'clock.
So we miss Brian Gumble.
Come on, we gotta get going. I gotta find a place to live, and so do you.
I had the strangest dream. I was on trial, and my lawyer was Julie Andrews.
Do you dream in color?
I do everything in color. Who's gonna make the coffee?
I will. Hope you like it strong and black.
I like everything strong and black.
Bacon's on, toast is in, and how do you want your eggs?
Fried.
On their backs or on their bellies?
Maybe I'll just have toast. Bacon? Bacon. We can't go on living this way.
Don't worry, Ginger. I'm sure you'll find an apartment real soon.
I got a line on one now. A friend of mine broke up with her husband and moved back east. Huge apartment. I can move right in.
That's great.
Only problem is, I don't like her husband any more than she did.
Ginger, guess what? I found a place. And you can move in there, too, if you're interested.
I am. They got another vacancy?
Oh, yeah. They're always looking for new members.
Members?
To the Baba Sims Order of Perpetual Tranquility. It's a good deal. Really. See, it's rent-free, and all you have to do is supply your own rice bowl. The saffron robe is optional, and you only get airport duty twice a month.
I'm sure you'll fit right in. Ginger, you got your apartment back.
You're kidding!
Absolutely not. You can move in tonight. I told you your landlord didn't have a leg to stand on.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jen. Is he gonna paint it?
No, never mind. Forget it. Forget I asked that question. I will paint it. I will paint the whole building. Oh, thank you so much. And, you know, I take back all the bad things I ever said about you.
You didn't say anything bad about me.
Not to your face.
Oh,
And, Amy, it hasn't been so bad living together, if you call what we've been doing living. I got 2 bedrooms, and one of them is yours, unless you want something closer to the airport.
oh, Ginger, that'd be wonderful. Thank you. And I promise I won't be any bother at all.
Good. Now, let's talk about the rooms you will not be hanging the Velvet Elvis in.
Jen, I gotta hand it to you. You really pulled it off. How'd you get her apartment back?
Oh, it was simple. I just did what Ginger should have done in the first place. I hired a good lawyer.
Stay tuned for Carol Burnett, right here on Super 18, Wisconsin's Superstation.